Okay, so my name is Ireneusz Skrobiś. I'm a lead developer at Selleo, and today I will tell you something about the love and hate relationship between the non-technical client and the bugs. But first, before I go to agenda, I want to ask you for something. So please close your eyes. And now imagine something for me. So you are working on a really big application. You are working with like 10 devs. You are creating features all the time. And there is no bugs. Okay, so I know it is really hard to believe in something like this because it's not true. Yeah, I'm writing, a lot of, but you know, the bugs will be there, like always. So I will tell you something about how to deal with client, how to deal with your team to prevent bugs, and I will tell you something about the bugs. Okay, so let's start with client, and I will start with something really, really basic. So reporting bugs. So please, client should give you URL. Client should give you screenshot if possible. And then description is important. Okay, so you are developers, you know, the description might be really stupid and you can spend a lot of time finding this. With URL and screenshot, you are home. But we have something like, for example, Honeybugger or Airbrake. So we can use this to have a stack trace. So it's really cool. But when there is something wrong with, for example, something it doesn't display correctly on Internet Explorer, we will not see this, okay? But the client will see it. So if this is not urgent, I suggest to use Slack or HipChat, but you have to do something with that. The most important thing is to create the bug-specific channel that client can use, but make sure that every developer at your team has access to it, because not so long ago, I go to vacation, and there was a bug, and everyone was mentioned, but only I had access to this channel. So, you know, my team was not able to do anything because they didn't know. Fortunately, this bug was silly bug, some typo or something, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, make sure that client use this all on HipChat or at channel when communicating the bugs with you. And if urgent, I encourage clients to send an email because from time to time, notification from Slack works a little slower. And with email, you get this message immediately. Okay, and this is really important. Try to explain to the client that there are urgent bugs, like for example, your site is down. You cannot log into the system. You are losing money because PayPal doesn't work. Okay, this is bad bugs. But there are bugs like typo. So this is not a bug that have to be done right away. It can wait even a weekend or something. And this, something it doesn't display properly on Internet Explorer is that kind of category, okay? Okay, so now let's move to the team. And once more, we will start with basics. So a lot of specs, okay? A lot of good specs, and the bugs occurrence will drop. Continuous integration tools like Travis or CircleCI, and make sure that this is green. Okay, this is obvious. But this is quite important, and sometimes when we have not enough time, we are neglected. But I think that the person that was not creating a feature should click it before it goes to staging. And then treat a client as it was a team member and ask him to test it on staging before it goes to production. Okay? And I will tell you something more about this later. And this is another really important thing, because not only a client lead should be responsible for fighting bugs and, doing something with that. So you should expose your team to the client. On many projects, we have daily stand-ups, and client knows all the team, but this is not always the case. So if we have a situation that is different, then I believe you should ask your teammates to ask a question to the client, not to you, just to the client, and in the opposite way. So if client has a question and you know that, for example, Pavel doing something with this feature, redirect it to him. They should talk to each other, and this is important because in that case it will be easier for the client to ask for help because he knows all the team, and it will shorten the chain of command. Not everything should go through the lead, okay? Okay, and this is quite important too, because responsibility. This is really often, it happens really often that there is a bug and everyone can see it, but like no one wants to do it because he knows that I will spend like half a day for working on that and just, okay, I know there's a bug, but you know there's 4 team members, someone should do it. No, it doesn't work like this. Every bug should have a responsible person, okay? Just that simple. And if case of really big deployment, just ask someone to, after hours, just to spend 2 hours and just see if something happened on Slack, okay? We can do it. This is just, spending some time watching TV and Slack is open. So this is not a problem, okay? And the bugs. And I will start with my favorite question. Is it a bug or is it a feature? Actually, because there are situations that we do something and we think that this is what the client wants. But when client sees it, he thinks the opposite way. And even though it is a feature, for this client, it is a bug. So explain how the feature works. If this is something really complicated, then prepare an instruction how to test it, so he can see all the steps, okay? After that, ask for testing it on staging and testing it on production, because not everything can be tested on staging. So just make sure that client will do it, but please don't trust the client, okay? So if this is something really, really important and you are scared about this feature, just do it yourself, okay? You can ask clients, but then do it yourself, okay? And you'll be happy. Okay, but there's a situation that this is actually a bug, okay? So please answer as soon as possible. And this answer should be actually an explanation. And there will be like 4 things. I believe 4 things, okay? So what happened? Okay, maybe this is not really important, okay? So just explain it. The possibility of next occurrence. Maybe it was caused by crawler. So we will see this all the time on the honeybuggers. But please hold your horses. Be okay with that. Explain what we are going to do and when we are going to fix it. And why? Because sometimes, okay, I will do quick fix now, but fixing this will take me like 2 days. Okay, but I will do it right away, but this will not be a proper fix. You will have to pay for this later. Or for example, there might be a situation when you actually want to disable the feature for a time being, okay? Because it might be a case. Okay, and quite important thing is to using a bug reporting system to your advantage. So don't wait. If you see something on the Honeybugger, just fix it. Don't wait if a client will ask you for doing this. Just do it before. And this is not that I want to hide that there was a bug. I can tell him, okay, it was a bug, we'll fix that, okay? It's okay. But just do it as fast as possible and hide errors like this, crawlers, other stuff that you are not able to fix actually. So, and this is important because if client have access to this bug reporting system, he can see sometimes a lot of bugs. But some of them you are not able to fix. They will be there unless you will hide them. So it's cool. Yeah, so as you probably remember, I talked a little about the client, team, and the bugs. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you very much.